What's going on, people? Sorry, didn't even have my mic in front of me. Everybody, welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live. I am your host, Marcus. What the hell happened to my damn teleprompter? I'm trying something new tonight. I'm using a teleprompter tonight. So, I'm going to be more engaged with y'all. I'm going to be looking straight at y'all. So, with that being said, everybody, if we could, please, where am I at? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing right now. All right, all right. Here we go. Welcome to the show, to another episode of Marcus Speaks. I'm your host, Marcus. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe if you are new here. I wonder if they have any holiday overlays. I don't believe they do. And they usually have overlays. Anyway, everybody, please don't be shy. Write something in the live chat because I will be talking back to you guys. All right. So, where am I at? Like I said, I'm trying something new, so I'm all over the place tonight. Let's see. All right, captions. All right. So, people, if you could, do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to this here channel if you haven't already done so. Hit that bell icon also to get all of my notifications once I go live. Then do me a favor. Go to the description box, hit that Rumble link, and then follow me on Rumble. I believe, I just checked the other day, I have 12 subscribers over on Rumble. So the next 13 people who subscribe to me over there, I can start streaming live over there. So if you could, please like this video, share this video, subscribe if you're new here, comment in the live chat. I will be paying attention to it. I will be engaging with you guys. Every Friday, I do this here podcast called Marcus Speaks Live. Marcus Speaks Live comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I was a little late today, but, I was working on some stuff. Also, Marcus Speaks Play, which is tomorrow at 2:30 p.m., which is my game stream. Please tune into that tomorrow. Don't forget to come and check me out, because, I got all kinds of epic shit happening right now. If you want to call into the show, there's two ways you can do it. You can either hit the link that's pinned in the live chat, or you can call in with the call-in number at 302-283-9791. That is to engage with me and to talk about the topics I will be talking about tonight. It's either if you want to argue with me, debate, tell me something that I didn't put into the show, you can do that for me. So call in with the call-in number or hit that link. But there are rules, so people like to get over. Rule number 1: you must be on camera at all times. That means here in the backstage, and as well as to the audience if you would like. But if you do not, that is fine. Rule number 2 states if you don't want to be on camera, which means to the public, you don't have to. I'll just let you know by doing this. There's a question back here in the backstage I would like you to answer. Don't make it a conversation. Just answer the question along with your name, and I'll further accommodate you from there. Also, rule number 3, please go to a nice secluded spot in your house. I cannot stress that enough. Go to a nice secluded spot in your house so we can converse and speak. All right? So I can hear you better. Use wired headphones as recommended. All right? And if you could, please like this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell icon to all. Comment in the live chat and share this to your social medias, please. All right? If you guys have ever watched my show, then you know that I like to play videos. So I would like to say this right now. All videos and all articles are accredited in the description box below. I do not own any of the material that I am using tonight. Along with the articles, all articles have been altered from its original form. due to plagiarism. But along with that, with me using all of this stuff, I have to talk about fair use. Hopefully this shit plays, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. So people, instead of me telling you what fair use is, why don't I let my past self do it for me? It's not gonna play. This is crazy. All right, let me turn this down. So, warning, federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. All right, that's fair use, people. Oh man. Let me see if I can do this teleprompter thing. All right. So, before I start my show, I like to do a little thing called short banter. Short banter helps me warm up, basically for what I'm going to be speaking about. It's just small topics that I want to cover before we get to the main topic of the night. Along with that, I don't know why my watch ain't working. Turn this down. I'm monitoring my show. Some people don't like doing it. I like doing it just so I can see if something happens. But anywho, want to get into some short banter. All right. So tonight's short banter is brought to you by Menon. It's like, no, I'm playing. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Kanye West had a video taken of him. And did I move this? Where's my cursor? I gotta move this real fast. Hold on. Let's see. This isn't proportioned the way I want it. I need it to be. So, all right, hold up. I know what's up. I should have just kept it the way I had it. So let me do it like this. That was 6. That was 8. All right. I believe that's good. Maybe. No, hold on. All right, I believe that's good now. Yes, that is good now. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Now, Kanye West was videotaped, I believe it was last week. And he did a rant. Now, some people see Kanye West as I would say, someone that they feel as though is crazy. But me personally, I feel as though that no one really pays attention to him. So, I probably won't play the entire video, but I will play you short parts of it, and I'll comment of how I feel about what he's talking about. All right, so let's get into this first half of it. I don't know what he's talking about here, for the simple fact that whoever recorded him, basically did the same thing. They wrestled to get their phone and to start videotaping. So this is the start of his rant. I guess while he was working on his album that's coming out with Ty Dolla Signs. So here we go.
No, none of y'all motherfuckers here with no Instagram, nobody living, and I don't want to hear shit from none of these Jewish niggas talking about, oh, he's in an episode. Harley Pasnick follow me to the fucking hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. This nigga came in hot. Jesus. Oh, what do I have to say about that? I have no damn clue other than Kanye started talking about his ex trainer, Harvey Pasternak, and what is there to say? You know what I mean? What is there to say? Let me see if I can let me see if I can turn let me do it like this. I don't like I don't like how I look on camera. So hopefully that looks better. Nah, I'll put it back where it was. So yeah, so basically Kanye West is talking about I what we call them, his arch enemies, maybe? I don't know. Like um all right, that's good right there. That's good right there. So yeah, I guess he was talking about his arch enemies. Um the Khazarians or the Ashkenazis. So he's still going on with this rant from with the beginning of this year. Uh, like I said, I have no clue how all of this started because whoever wrestled their phone out to start recording him, they're not giving us the full context of what's going on. So let's see what else he's saying.
Hey, Harley Pasternak pusher, your trainer, Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas be hanging around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. Slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Farrakhan Don shit right now, bro. Because guess what? These Yeezys gonna sell. Yeah. They sabotaged the show today. They sabotaged the Instagram. They cut off the fucking Adidas.
Okay, so he said he's on his Farrakhan Don shit. Okay. Uh this is a lot to pause. This is a lot to swallow. Pause.
Pause, nigga.
But um he called out some names, Jay-Z and whoever else, he's had beef with Jay-Z for a while. This is crazy, dog. Like um I'm at a loss for words because I don't know how to feel about this. Because last year, no, not last year. Was it last year? No, it was sometime this year. Whenever that stuff happened with Kyrie Irving and him, I had so much to say, but this rant came out of nowhere. But as in Kanye fashion, it always comes out of nowhere. So the only thing that I can do is take it as it's coming.
Pause, nigga.
Pause. So, so he talked about his Yeezys, right? So I don't know if you guys seen the pre-orders for his new Yeezys that's coming out, the Yeezy Pods. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about them, but for some reason I want to pre-order them and wear them. Like they look tight to me for some reason. I don't know why. like I can just slip these motherfuckers on like socks and just walk out the house in them. And they fold up too. Yo. But the only question I got is this. Can you wash them? Because if you can wash them, then they're probably the best goddamn thing to come out now. If I pre-order them now, I don't know when they're coming out, but I will say this. I should wait because I don't like when I wear shoes, I don't buy shoes in all kinds of colors like everybody else. I like regular white and black, and I like them as solid colors, combinations. That's it. Wheat Tims. That's all I wear. White shoes, white or black shoes, or white and black shoes, or black and white shoes, and wheat Tims. That's all I wear. Like I don't wear like all kinds of funny colors on a shoe. That looks stupid to me. Like my work shoes got like red and like splatters of like gray and white on them, but they're work shoes. Like I don't really care about them. But I should wait because although they're gonna sell out or whatever, so I don't know if I should get that going now. But me personally, I'll wait until he comes up with the white pair, and then I'll just buy both white and black pair at the same time. They're pretty expensive the for what they are. They're $200. So I don't know how y'all feel about wearing $200 pairs of shoes, but if it's too rich for your blood, then I feel what you're putting down. Pause.
Pause, nigga.
Anyway, Jay says I'm not. Hold on, I got it right here. Jay says I'm not buying none. One of them sound like too much money. $200 is too much money for a pair of fucking shoes. Last time I paid $200 for a pair of shoes, they wound up getting rode on after an argument that I had. So, the last pair of $200 pair of shoes I've ever had. And those shoes were custom that got rode on. So, imagine how I felt. Anyway, let's get back into this. Let's skip over some stuff real fast. Let's see what else he's talking about.
We had the Indians and shit. The motherfucking pilgrims. It's the Jewish niggas. They dress the same, nigga. It's the same shit. That's the story. They put us in the school. The Rothschilds.
Bruh.
Did this nigga just say that the pilgrims and Indians are the same people? He didn't just say that, did he? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, you gotta take Kanye's talk with a grain of salt for the simple fact that some people think that he's crazy, some people think that he's a genius. Me personally, I don't know how to feel knowing that he used to be one of my favorite rappers. Well, he still is. I don't like what he's put out within the past 10 years, but, he's still one of my favorite rappers. But he sticks his foot in his mouth sometimes. That's all I'm going to say. He sticks his foot in his mouth sometimes. So let's see what else he got going on.
I know Jay-Z back here like, oh, this nigga gonna die now. I've been here for a year, my nigga. They can't fucking touch me. Why? Because God covered me. He covered me. And guess what, Trump? We ain't giving you the support. Unless you get Larry out. Unless you get Jeff out. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas, y'all politicians think y'all gonna just get our shit for free. Oh, all of a sudden, nigga, because you got a mugshot, you with us now? No, nigga. No, what you...
I still want that Trump mugshot t-shirt. I'm gonna keep the rest of what I want on that shirt to myself. I don't want to look bad to the black community. Fuck it. I want niggas for Trump on the back, all right? Like, fuck it. That's all I gotta say. Niggas, I want the mug shot, even, it can be on the front in black. Niggas for Trump in the front. Fuck it. Like, I don't care. Like, the shit's funny to me. That's the only reason why I want the shirt. Like, it's funny. Anyway.
You gonna do for us? What they gonna do for us? Y'all niggas done voted Democrat all these motherfucking times. These y'all niggas showing up with the LB show. These niggas is colonizers, nigga. The French own 80% of the banks in Africa, nigga. That's why I just met with MBS, nigga, head of Saudi. Nigga, We don't have to bow to this shit, nigga. Okay, it's 60 million of us in America, 60 million Jews in the world.
All right. You know what this sounds like? Kanye sounds like me at the age of 21 when I got knowledge of self. This is what I did. I sound like a madman. Yeah, nigga, it's like, you know what I'm saying, these fucking books I'm reading, dog. Like, did you know this? Did you know this? And it's like, everybody's looking at me like, Marcus, calm down. Like, everything's okay. Like, I'm pretty sure what you're reading is getting to you, but you don't believe all of this stuff that you're talking about, do you? Nah, see, you don't fucking understand, yo. I should have never told you this shit. Kanye's talking exactly how every fucking black person who gets into knowledge of self sounds like. Now, that too shall pass because after a few years, I started calming down. But he's learned all this information in such a short amount of time that he just wants to spew it to everybody that he knows. Now he's on video camera, so a lot of people would take what he's saying as this nigga's bugging, because that's exactly what the fuck everybody was telling me. This nigga's bugging. Like, so somebody needs to come get him. But you know, you can't be mad at him for what he's learned. So, no. It's just how you apply it, Kanye. Just FYI.
50% of our deaths is abortion. 25% of us go to prison. Raise one hand if you don't know one nigga in prison, one nigga got locked up, and one nigga poor. Raise your hand if you don't know one person got abortion. Now I tell you.
Now I'm guessing whoever was videoing this didn't take their sound off, because those beeps every so often is annoying. Those notification. I guess the person has an Android the way that the camera looks, because that's terrible how that camera looks.
I tell you, if it was
because if it's not an iPhone, it's just not an iPhone.
The Jewish mother on Friday with no fucking everybody raised their hands. So wait a second. But wait a second. Who make the hospitals though? Who got the hospitals? These are Zionists, nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Jesus Christ, Hitler, yay. Third.
Did this nigga just say Jesus Christ, Dolph, and then yay? To put yourself in the same line in a sentence as Hitler, that shit's wild. That shit is fucking wild. All right, I'll probably make this the last part of it. So let's skip forward a little bit more. Let's see what else that he's talking about.
No one's with me because nobody.
Damn, who was that behind? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just off that little glimpse right there. God damn, shorty right here. God damn. All right.
No one's with me because no one's really with me. It's just me and God. That's what I'm saying. And I'm still alive.
Let's go.
And I'm still alive. You ain't post. You ain't with me. You ain't post. When I couldn't see my kids, y'all ain't post. Y'all ain't stopped the Adidas shit. Y'all niggas let Adidas crash the richest nigga of all time.
I know I did.
Wait a second. I put up one tweet. And then Ari Emanuel put, oh, we got to drop this nigga. And all niggas just watch. The only nigga that had the Trump hat. The only nigga that went and got them billions.
You wasn't the only nigga with a Trump hat. What's going on with my stream? Hold up, y'all. What the fuck is going on with my stream? All right, we're about to get off from Kanye because this is fucking with my stream. I guess. All right, I'm gonna reload this page because this, like, my stream is like going crazy. So I'm gonna reload my page and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I don't know what was going on. I guess because I said someone's name I wasn't supposed to. Uh, but my bad. Let's move on. Let's move on. I got one more for short banter.
Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied. The first of...
Now, you might be asking, Marcus, what's this about? I thought you was all diddied out. I am diddied out. I am very diddied out right now. But if you guys paid attention to my Diddy stream that I did when I was talking about 50 Cent and like Diddy, and I put some other stuff in there. So I read the letter from Rolling Stone that Cassie's friend wrote, right? Now, get this. Cassie's friend, I forgot Shorty's name. Something Red or Red something. I forgot Shorty's name. She came on to NBC. I don't know if this is NBC New York. I don't know if this is national news NBC, but she came on to NBC and basically, from her letter that she wrote, confirmed every goddamn thing that she said in that letter. Check this out.
Those came from singer Cassie Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of sexual abuse and sex trafficking during the decade they were together. NBC's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas spoke exclusively to a longtime friend of Cassie's who said she witnessed some troubling incidents. Chloe?
Good evening, Ellison. Singer-songwriter, activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events that she says traumatized her.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because you can't get away from that.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including...
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Do I got too many windows open? Like, what the fuck's going on? All right. I'm gonna have to do the chat from the actual window. So let me quit that. I'll bring this over. What else? My stream health is good. I don't know why it's keep blurring out. I'm gonna have to reload this window again, y'all. So hold up. I'm coming back. All right. I don't know what's going on. Why it keeps doing that. I don't know if it's because of the videos I'm playing. Let me check. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. But here we go.
Physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion, one of which took place during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. Red says Diddy showed up at karaoke, where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating.
So he had her back into the corner, and he was like cussing her out with his hand in her face.
Later that night, Red, who was staying at Cassie's home, says she awoke to screaming.
He's standing in the like living room area, and she's there, and he was like emotional singing. There you are.
All right, so y'all remember when I read that part of the letter where she depicted in there that she so I believe the chain of events was she was staying at sorry, hold on, let me back up. So there was a surprise birthday party for Cassie. So Cassie, along with Tiffany and I think two other friends of hers, they were trying to get Cassie to a surprise birthday party. Diddy's team was in contact with both, I believe Tiffany and another friend of hers, of Cassie's. So they're trying to get her to the venue. So once they get to the venue, Diddy, he sings Happy Birthday to her, same way he sung Happy Birthday to Fabulous. So during the birthday party, which is also depicted in the lawsuit, so Cassie says, and Tiffany confirms it, that that Cassie and Diddy left the Marriott ballroom to go for a freak off. All right. So after that, I believe she sees Cassie crying, goes over to Cassie, something or other, and then hold on, I missed one part. So before the stuff I just said, Diddy walks up to her and says, "Oh, you the girl that's writing all these songs for Cassie," or whatever, blah 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 blah, right? So Tiffany says that she feels uncomfortable about that and how he said it. And then she also said that a few other people from his team says the same thing to her. So at this point, she's uncomfortable being at the party. Okay, so fast forward to what I was just saying. So they take Cassie away from the party. They leave. They go back to her house. Diddy follows, takes Cassie, and I guess abuses her, I guess. So the next morning, either Cassie, Cassie comes. No, I'm sorry. Diddy comes to Cassie's apartment that I guess he's renting for, and he screams up the steps, "Emotional singing, bitch! Where are you at?" So this is the part where she's at. So I'm gonna let her take it from here.
And I just was like, "Oh, he's talking to me." And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember like looking in his eyes, and I said to him, "What did y'all do?" Because I could see that she was like really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her like high before. And then he says, "Tell your girl she wants some birthday." And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying it to me, and I'm like,
I believe that was also in the her letter as well. What the fuck is going on? Y'all, like, no bullshit. Like, all bullshit aside, this has never happened at all. My stream health is good. Let me check on something else. Okay, that's good. like I literally have no clue what's going on. I gotta reload the page. It's probably these videos maybe, because I'm not doing it the same way I used to. So once again, and I might just have to bring up, yeah, why don't I just do that, because this is getting stupid. So I'm
Music mogul and
okay. I don't know why it's not showing up. Uh, see something real fast. Okay, so where's that? So why isn't this coming up? Um, fuck. Oh, that's why. Okay, let's see. All right. Where was I? I don't even remember where we left off at.
That moment, I realized, like, oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015. That it felt Cassie alleges she was forced
A freak off. So all of our music, all my work,
Oh, hold on.
horrific detail from
he would watch and sex with her or whatever, and sex workers. And
Will.
what did like I could advocate for myself in that moment. She didn't want to do with him what he said. Like, you know, I guess she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. And he's saying this to me, and I'm like,
Okay, here we go.
well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset. Like, you know, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. Like, I realized, like, oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015. That it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her to take part in what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
You know, that he would hire these like sex workers, and like they would have, you know, sex with her or whatever. And he would watch and tell them what to do.
In her lawsuit, Cassie alleges she was forced to participate in freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that like I spent all these years writing these songs for him to...
I really have no clue what the fuck's going on. Like, I really don't. Let me see if I turn off this teleprompter, if that's the reason. Let me see if it clears up now. All right. Fuck. Let's see what happens now. Okay, let's see what goes on now.
to rate my friend to, like, is just disgusting.
In the lawsuit, Cassie detailed the physical abuse she says Diddy committed, including an instance where she was put in a hotel room for days to heal. Red says Cassie recently told her about Diddy giving her a black eye before the premiere of her 2016 film, The Perfect Match.
I remember one time her telling me that it might have been a perfect match that had a black eye under her makeup.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes. Why? Look at his rap sheet.
An attorney for Cassie declined to call assault with a deadly weapon and charges for alleged beating up his son's football coach. Prosecutors declined to file felony charges related to that arrest. 24 hours after Cassie filed her lawsuit, she and Diddy announced that they had reached an undisclosed settlement. Combs released a statement saying, "We have decided to..."
All right, hold on, y'all. Hope this doesn't mess my stream up.
Decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. His lawyer adding that the settlement was, quote, in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
I mean, I just feel like it's PR. He's settled because he doesn't want to go to court.
Diddy's music career spans 3 decades, including 3 Grammy Awards and the creation of Bad Boy Records, representing artists from Mary J. Blige to the late Notorious B.I.G.
All right, none of the rest of this stuff is important. Basically, we learned everything that happened in the lawsuit, and yeah, so in a lot of people's eyes, from this video itself, Diddy's done. Like, is done. Because somebody came out. So, what the fuck, dog? Shit was going good. I really have no clue what's going on. And I don't even know what problem to diagnose. Let me see if this works. Give me a second. All right. Now let's see what's going on here. All right, it worked. So, getting off from this long banter that was supposed to only be a few minutes. That concludes today's short banter of the night. Now let's get into our main topic of the night. Now, I will say this about this next topic. It ain't for the weak. So tonight's main topic overview is Christian Keys tells all about sexual harassment by a powerful man in Hollywood. So, if you guys haven't seen the full video of actor, director, producer, author, model, he has a whole list of accolades. All right, we know him from Medea plays in films and television shows, but he's came out with some damning accusations, I would say, of a powerful Hollywood man. Now, before we get into the video, because the video's not until maybe towards the end of this whole thing, I'm gonna read off the article. And I wish I could read the goddamn article to you because it would be right here in front of me. But I have to look down again, so good thing I printed this shit out tonight. So let me get into. All right, let's get this started. Actor Christian Keys took to Instagram to make an explosive revelation of experiencing sexual harassment at the hands of a powerful man in Hollywood. In the video posted on December 15th, Keys mentioned that the unnamed person abused certain powers and were moving inappropriately, detailing how the alleged man sexually harassed him for years. The 48-year-old also noted that the Hollywood gatekeeper also had multiple young black men on payroll to be available at his request. Sounds like Diddy to me. But anyway, I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens, he said in the video. It's not just women that have to deal with it. It's also men sometimes. Men tempting men. That's why a lot of my posts over the last years have been about taking the scenic route. The All the Queen's Men actor caused much outrage by his Hollywood peers, who immediately showed up across all social media platforms. Keys has since disabled comments on his posts. So, here we go. Actress Elise Neal. I thought her name was Kimberly. Anyway. Actress Elise Neal commented, "My brother, I understand and I completely am with you. I've been in these situations and I'm proud of you." As Get Out star, so that wasn't Elise Neal's comment. Anyway, as Get Out star, Lil Rel Howery wrote, "Proud of you, brother." And then Tammy Roman also posted, "Christian, I've been around you several times, and you are such a light who walks with integrity and peace. I'm sorry you've experienced this, but I commend your bravery. So this is where it gets juicy. Actress, radio host, uh, Atlanta Housewives contestant, I guess you can call her. I don't know. And you know she has a list of other shit she's in. Uh, Claudia Jordan. She had to say. She said this. You shared a piece of this with me when we first met, maybe 15 years ago, and said one day you will come forward, and you did. I'm so proud of you, Queen Sugar star. Let me get to my pictures. Matter of fact, let me put this here. Queen Sugar star Dondre T. Whitfield added, "Y'all don't want to have this conversation. If we told y'all about your heroes and sheroes, it would break y'all. As a publication, the powerful man in Hollywood has not been revealed." Now let's stop there. The whole time in this video, he didn't, and I'm saying this with care. He has yet to say who this person is. And to me, it's a little weird that you're going to bring this up, but you're not going to actually say who this person is. Now, let me see if I can get this teleprompter back up and going. Right, so I forgot what I had to do after that. So I'm not here all bright. So, okay, sorry about that. He has yet to say who this person is. Now, some people are speculating that it's Tyler Perry, as TC Gordon says. Some people speculate that it was Lee Daniels. But who knows? Some people expect it to be who's recently has came, or his name has recently been brought up, is Bishop T.D. Jakes, which is wild to me because they called him a power bottom. What the fuck is that? So I'm trying to get this prompter to do what I had it doing earlier. So anyhow, he hasn't said, because he was very cryptic in how he was telling everybody. All right, here we go. He was very cryptic of how he was speaking about the person he was speaking of. And to me, it made no sense of why he was being so cryptic. And like, it was an hour-long video, And not once did you say, yeah, it's this person. Or it's that person. Or whatever. Like, not once. And a lot of people got upset, but we'll get there later. Now, Keys added, I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, it's also men sometimes. Keys quickly became a trending topic on X, formerly Twitter, speculating who the powerful man might be and powerful people protecting his bad behavior. Keys' confession also uh, Key's confession also elicited comments of support and well wishes from other black celebrities who have experienced similar circumstances in the industry. All right. So this next part, hold on. I got that article from, because I didn't say where I got the article from. I got that article from Vibe. This next article I'm about to read comes from Baller Alert. And the title is Christian Keys appears to confirm that Tyler Perry was not the Hollywood powerful man. Now, I'm trying to get this damn teleprompter to act right. For some reason, it doesn't want to act right. Anyway, so this states it looks like Christian Keys wants to clear Tyler Perry's name days after Keys went live to detail years long sexual harassment at the hands of a powerful billionaire. He liked a tweet about Perry not being his harasser. Watching Christian Keys and can tell he is clearly a victim. Only $3 grand to his name, or $3,000 to his name, and violated by a gay billionaire. And no, I don't believe it was TP. I wish Christian. The fuck was that? Anyway, what am I doing wrong? Like, why isn't this cooperating? Oh, that's how I did it. I believe I did. I know I should have had all this shit worked out beforehand, but I am sorry. Anyway, let's work with it like this. I'll figure something out as we're going along. But he cleared TP's name. I wish Christian would have taken action. That man will still have his money and good name, and Christian will remain broken. Now, let me see it from here. Christian will remain broken. Good name. And Christian will remain broken. The tweet read, in case you missed it, the actor held a live stream on Instagram to speak out about a wealthy figure in the film industry who frequently made passes at him and even offered him $100,000 to strip and once tried grabbing his penis. Now let's stop there. This, I don't know how to feel about this because this also sounds just like Terry Crews's situation. It sounds exactly like Terry Crews's situation. And and what we remember from that is when Terry Crews basically came on multiple publications and basically, told his story and how he felt. And you gotta remember, Terry was with his wife when that happened. And it's crazy that, matter of fact, Terry did name a name. At first he didn't, but he did after the fact, like after the whole press run was done. He named the person's name. Me personally, I forgot the person's name because, well, number one, I don't care who grabbed his nuts, Paul's, and it's crazy that it didn't only just happen to Terry Crews, it happened to Christian as well, but who knows who else this is happening to. You know what I mean? Like, this is happening to, I guess, vast amounts of black entertainers, probably white ones too. There we go with the bullshit again. Here we go with the bullshit. So, I will say this. When talking about this, he had this hour-long live stream. And then the whole entire live stream, he doesn't name a name. He says that his sister, did he say his sister? No, his brother told him not to say anybody's name. I guess to protect his career, maybe. And I can understand that part, but at the same time, like, if you're getting violated, you should want people to know who this person is. And the one thing that I'm not like fully grasping with this whole thing is this. Let me bring this picture up. This comes from Funky Daniva. And Funky Daniva says, Christian Keys needs to say who it is before people start attacking the wrong person. That is true. This is why. A lot of people are bringing up Tyler Perry's name. And Tyler Perry doesn't have a damn thing to do with this. Because if you look at it, Tyler Perry's been nothing but nice to Christian. So for people to speculate that it's Tyler Perry, it's wild because he put him in multiple plays and television shows and movies. Well, y'all remember that time Tyler Perry had to call the police because a guy barricaded himself in his office? Y'all remember that? Like, that was pretty weird. Excuse me. That was pretty weird that happened to him, to Tyler. Let me see something real fast. So Funky Daniva also says in the comment section, and plus we nosy, but if you're not looking for justice, then you're looking for attention. Now that was a little strong. I wouldn't have said that personally, but that was a little strong. Um, I believe he got sexually assaulted by someone. It's and I don't feel like it's far fetched that this happened to him. This is just what I believe. Now, no, I don't want to do that. I just believe he should be at least he should at least be responsible enough that people are going to sit here and wonder who he's talking about. I don't understand why this doesn't have a dark mode on it. Yeah, that's crazy that my pages doesn't have a dark mode to it. Let me see if this helps. All right, let me see how I look in the thing. All right, cool. All right, y'all, my bad. I'm trying to handle things while pause. I'm trying to handle stuff in the background to get this shit going, and I finally got it. So let's get hold on, let me close this real fast. Let me see. Where was I at? All right, boom. Adia plays. I didn't say that yet. Where was I? What the hell know somebody love will spark massive debates social media regarding All right, so this sparked massive debates on social media regarding who it might be. Many believe the culprit was none other than Perry. Keys rose to fame through his work on early Medea plays. He's also the creator of the BT series All the Queen's Men, which Perry executive produces. Therefore, it's unlikely that he was referring to Perry, though it's possible. For now, Keys is not revealing the name. Instead, he is planning to turn over audio recordings of the person's voice to police. Perry has not commented publicly on the matter. Now, there's some other things I want to show you guys when it comes to this over here. So, Claudia Jordan writes right underneath of Funky Donnie because they work together. Wow. As some of the comments, this is why victims don't come out. He should handle it the way he sees fit. This was a huge step he just took less than 24 hours ago. Let's all give him a moment. Now, she's right. She's entirely right. Here's the issue. It's gaslighting. By him stating what he's stating about the people he's stating this stuff about, is gaslighting. Because by you just saying, yeah, I got somebody in mind I want to tell y'all about, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to do it just yet because, and then you don't give a reason. You know what I mean? Like, although he's doing what he has to do, and I respect that, he also has to figure this in as well. You came on a public forum where you're outing basically your business. Now, people are nosy. People want to know, ooh, what's the tea this week? Who he talking about, right? To the point of where people are going to speculate so much that, like Funky Doneva said, somebody is going to be the wrong person fingered, pause, when it comes to this matter. And I believe Christian Keys probably understands that. It's just that when you do it on a public forum like that, you then invite all of the vultures who are basically looking for a quick story or whatever. So, like, this has been written in several publications. Like, I got this from Vibe, and I got this other article from Baller Alert. Now, y'all do the math of how many other publications has this this story. A lot of them have this story, and they're only going off of what Christian has spoke about, and that's it. Like, let's go to this next picture. So another person, what did I say? The Jadag show, or say who it's not. Now that goes back to what Funky Doneva says. Christian Keys needs to say who it is before people start attacking the wrong person. And I don't know where in the line of this comment goes, but I went through it to see who was saying what, and this one stood out. Or say who it's not. That would be the best part. Now he took that advice because he came out and said that Tyler Perry's not the person, which is good because we all know what Tyler's been through. He's been through sexual abuse not only by his stepfather, if you watch his documentary, he also spoken of being sexually assaulted by female family members in his family. And let me see. Let me bring my chat back up. So, and a lot of people will say, well, you know, the abused will become the abuser one day, and I don't believe that. Like, I do know that there are certain circumstances of that happening, but I don't believe in Tyler Perry's case that that's true, because if you watch his documentary, you can see that his son is shown in some of the in some of the show, or the documentary, and he's very nice to his son. Like, he allows his son to express himself, and he also allows his son the privilege of knowing why he does certain things. Because there was a point in the documentary where his son asked, "Dad, why do you work so much?" And Tyler Perry goes, "Well, son, I work this hard is so we can do things together. You know, you want to go on vacations, right? You want to do such and such, right? Well, this is the reason why I work so hard." And I would say the dynamic between himself and his son, it's amazing to me. Like, I wish I had that type of connection with my dad. Like me and my dad have a great relationship. It's not the best, but you know, I'm a big baby sometimes. When I see shit like that, I cry. And I cried at that part. I was like, damn, I wish me and my dad was like that. Like, I was just a little heartbroken. That's all. All right, so moving on. This was also posted to Funky Daniva's. I think this was the same post. So Funky Daniva says, no, this was another post. Sorry, it says, hold on, I need to change some things around because I'm trying to read and shit, and I can't see shit. Move this here and this over here. All right, good. So it says the respective comment sections are letting him have it. Why do y'all think this? So this is what Christian Keys had to say, and this is maybe a Twitter post, if not an X post. So this is what he had to say. Let me bring this up a little bit bigger. So he says, Christian Keys says, some of these negative and ignorant comments are the exact reason that men, especially black men, don't talk about this kind of stuff. I pray that the people making the comments never have to experience anything like this. And y'all have said his name in the comments, which is crazy, because that's how many people know what's going on, trying to find the strength to finish this race. Now, whose name was brought up? I didn't go to a deep dive on this. I just wanted to know, what was going on or whatever. So I didn't go through a big reveal or a big deep dive, but I just wanted to see what people were saying. And this is some of the stuff that I got. So also, Jason Lee, of all people, Jason Lee had something to say. And this is what Jason Lee said. I know who Christian Keys is talking about. Baby, this is going to rock the industry. networks, icons, Black Hollywood, it's a wrap if he speaks out. And he should. At Christian Keys has never been messy, so don't question his motives. So, this is Jason Lee saying this, of all people. And you know, Jason Lee got tea because Jason Lee just was quoted by several by several uh, um, YouTubers of him stating that he would out Beyonce if I'm sorry, he was going to out Beyonce if she didn't apologize for not um for not inviting him to the Renaissance screening or debut or whatever, the movie of her concerts that she just finished. He said that he would out her. And my whole thing is about what? Like, what you about to out her for? Like what information do you have that she should be afraid of? Now he may not. I don't know. He might have something. Gotta remember, it's Jason Lee. Jason Lee, he does this. He talks about celebrities all the time. I believe I was supposed to show this picture at some point, but there it goes. All right. So Christian had to say this. He had to say that the reason why some people don't understand what he's doing is because they don't know where he's been for them to comment the way that they're commenting, and this is the reason why that he's doing what he's doing. So let's get into this caption. So he says, this is from an interview I did with Atlanta Black Star a little while back. Maybe it'll be a little easier to understand why it was difficult to speak up about it. Difficult to find the courage. These powerful people target people with traumatic childhoods and use that to bond with them and earn their trust. Then they'll then try their attempts. Once you go through anything like I went through for years as a kid, this new trauma can also make you shut down again. And even though in the moment, y'all can't even see none of this. I'm sorry. There we go. Let me quit switching my thing over. Hope you guys can see all of this. All right, there you go. You can see all of it. Where was I at? Also make you shut down again. And even though in the moment you find the strength to say no to the attempt, you still may not be strong enough to speak up or brave enough. Worry about if this person was going to take away my livelihood. Worry about how many other people are out there that weren't strong enough to say no and they actually said yes. Is this person still doing it? Still pressuring people to walk away from their integrity and their morals for an opportunity. You pray and gather the strength to speak up, and most people are in your corner and believe you. I'm not going to respond to the ignorant or negative comments that have been made. I just pray that these people never have to experience themselves or never have any family members that go through anything this traumatic. And then they have people talking ish about them who don't even know them. Now, this is it was one thing I wanted to bring up. Damn, I had it. I should have said it when I thought about it. had it. I just forgot. I forgot what the hell I was trying to say. I think it was somewhere along the lines of. Damn, I lost it. But let's get into this video. So the first video I'm gonna play is the Atlantic Black Star interview that he was talking about.
Oh man, so Christian.
But it was that kind of environment between 8 and 12. So by 9, I started. It gets worse.
Sorry, hold on.
I mean, bat, hammer, broomstick, saucepan, bottle. When the belt when it wasn't as effective as she wanted, when it didn't make us scream loud enough, she would hold the leather side and beat us with the belt buckle. It gets worse. But it was that kind of environment between 8 and 12. So by 9, I started running away. By 10, I was pretty good. By 11, I was a professional runaway. I could stay on the streets for a week or two at a time. I knew how to sleep behind the bleachers in the middle school, how to sneak in and bum a bite of a friend's lunch in the cafeteria, or go through the garbage and see what they didn't eat. Hit the garbage at McDonald's to eat, or steal from Farmer Jack's or Kmart. I got good at that too, unfortunately, but I had to eat. So that's what kind of, she adopted me when I was 6. And then, but the rough years, the beating started at 8, and I just kept running away. And finally they believed me. Child Protective Services, man, they dropped the ball probably a dozen times. Neighbors complained, because she would have, as a punishment, she made me walk down the street naked in the rain at 9 years old to ask a neighbor for a magazine, a watchtower, and a wig, ask another Jehovah's Witness family. And like the things that this does to a kid, like it took a couple of decades to build my self-esteem back and to heal from all of that. It was heavy and painful.
So, due to y'all, I didn't get to play the first. I think it was like 5 seconds. He was talking about his adoptive mother that he calls Miss Keys. So basically, his adoptive mother was abusive to him, and she would beat him and send him outside naked at times and stuff like that. He couldn't handle the abuse anymore, so he started to run away from home. He said that he learned how to live on the street, and he decided that enough was enough. I'd rather just be homeless than to be around this person, because they're hurting me and I don't want to be hurt anymore. So let's get into a little more of this and let's see what he has to say.
But I was so happy to get out of there. They finally believed me. We're pressing charges, and we're at the courthouse, and she says, if you drop the charges, I will relinquish my adoption right. You'll never have to see it again. And I said, shit, where do I sign? And that was it. But the other side of that is that she kept my brother with her, my blood brother. And he'd been through most of the foster homes with me. But not all of them, but most of them. And he had been adopted with me. So we were split for like 10, 11 years. I didn't see him again until I was 22, 23. So, but cut back to the second adoption. It was wonderful. The family taught me love, taught me how to be a man, taught me responsibility. I had an extensive chore list, which I didn't mind because I was with a family who wanted me there. So it was amazing. I was happy
to. This shit's happening again, and this shit's getting on my nerves. All right. Let's get back to it. Once y'all's screen comes up, I'll start it again. All right, here we go.
Cut the grass, rake the leaves, take the trash out, wash the dishes. I was just happy to be on it. Went off to college for social work because I figured, why not? I mean, I've been in group homes, detention centers, foster homes, dealt with child abuse and neglect, and I figured I could affect some change on the other side. So, why not? Didn't I end up using it? Because when I got out of college, they were paying social workers and teachers are grossly underpaid. It's probably like 32, 35 a year or something. And my first job out of college, I was driving a truck at a moving company, and that was like 50, 60K a year. Like, I'm staying over here getting it.
All right. So when he spoke in his, I should bring that back up. When he spoke in this caption of his Instagram post, excuse me, when he says, I just pray that those people never have to experience themselves or never have any family member go through anything that's traumatic, right? So when he spoke on in the article that I read that they prey on, hold on, let me see if I can get it. Keys revealed. Had to. I forgot where it's at. Or was it? It was in here somewhere. I'm sorry. Where he says. Okay, where he says this. Once you go through anything like I went through for years as a kid, this new trauma can also make you shut down again. And even though in the moment you find the strength to say no to the attempt, you still may not be strong enough to speak up or brave enough. So that's how all this coincides with each other. I got something in my goddamn eye. So basically, he's trying to have people understand, like, yo, like, this is what I've been through. Like, this is my life. Like, this shit was traumatic. Like, I don't know what you guys have been through, but this is what I've been through because I've been, neglected. I've been, forgot about, all the things that he went through with his adoptive mother. You know what I'm saying? Then him saying that they attach to you once you they think that they have, something on you as far as like if you've been through a traumatic experience or something, they they try to, become your friend, like, yeah, man, that happened to me and all this other shit, blah blah blah, blah, right? So with that being said, and I'm not going to play the full hour. I'm just going to play probably like 5 minutes of it. This is what he had to say when it came to the initial video. This is the initial video that started all of this.
What's going on here? I want to talk to you about some stuff. It's been on my heart, so I want to speak on it. All right. Good evening. Everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone, man, to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, he's literally got, at the same time, this person was sexually harassing me for years. He's claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and he just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11. Thank you for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that.
Sounds like to me he wanted you to bite the pillow. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Pause, nigga.
Bruh.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet. I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And
I want to get to the
good
part.
news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person.
All right, here we go.
The month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined. Because again, scenic room, integrity. I'll take you all the way around. But being that I wasn't working with him, and he was in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job this fall, because the lead of this particular project was going to be someone else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I had told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me.
All right, so what he just held up was a pen recorder. So you can buy these at, I believe you can buy them at like hobby shops and stuff like that. So he basically said that he carries some sort of recording device so he can catch the person in the act, so he can have something, I guess, for his file or something that he can have on him that can catch the person while they're trying to do something, say something to him, or get it to where, once he's in a compromising position, he can then have the evidence against this person. So later on, if they try the shit again, he got him. Like, okay, well, you did that. Just know I have something on me that would bring you down instead of making me look like a jackass. So let's continue.
Intimidate me into some nonsense. I've always kept something on me so I can protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitled, they can also try to get in the way of your life. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know it.
This motherfucker think he Jason Bourne. Which I don't fault him for what he's doing. Like,
Immediately.
some people do this at their job. If someone's like sexually harassing them, or somebody's making passes at them, or making them feel uncomfortable at the workplace, women or men, if they're being sexually harassed, they'll do this as well. They'll have it to where they'll have something on them at all times. Maybe they'll start wearing shirts with pockets, have their phone upside down to where when they, you know, can, have a conversation with this person, or this person comes to talk to them or whatever, they have something that they can uh they have something that they can use just in case the behavior happens again, or if if the behavior continues, they'll have a file on this person to where every time that they've made a pass at them, made some sort of remark that they didn't like or whatever, they'll have it to where, you know, they go home, maybe they upload it to their computer so they can have a copy themselves, and then when it comes time, those pen recorders, they have I believe they have USBs in them, so you can just plug it up, load it up to your computer, or you can have it to where if you have certain dongles for the iPhone, you can load that straight up to your phone. So, you know, that's good that he did that, though. That since this has been happening, he's like, fuck it. I'm not gonna sit here and make it to where I look like the bad guy, because in Hollywood, if you speak up on such matters, because this shit happens in Hollywood, if you speak up on stuff like this, you will be ousted by the powers that be. So, but I feel like I still feel the same like most people. I feel like he's gaslighting, because you're sitting here telling us all this information, but not one time did you say, "and the person is," and you give a explanation of who the person is. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe if I turn the video off, I'll be able to, for that not to happen anymore. Like, I'm really getting sick of my stream doing this. This has never done this before at all. So let's continue with what he has to say. I'll probably play another maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll move on.
Who the person is that's offering me $100,000 to strip. You'll know right away, and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be a girl dad. And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you. I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 to strip. This is time. I really want to just clear the air, because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful. I'm grateful be clear that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they get daps and church hugs. That's it. Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Parental. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna die.
All right. So, I'm guessing he'll have a naming of names soon, I guess. But time will tell. Maybe publication will have something. Maybe he'll do another live where he's like, it was this person. He did this to me. He's been doing it for so long, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I want to oust him, and all of this. Maybe maybe he'll come out soon and say exactly who it is. But time will tell, and we'll see in the coming future what exactly this or who exactly this person is, and maybe we'll get an explanation of why he kept it away for so long and why he didn't just come out directly with it at the end of the day. So, everybody, that concludes the main story. But real quick, I got something that I want to talk about real quick. So, Jonathan Majors. So, last week, Jonathan Majors was the main topic of the week when it came to his court case. And this is what's going on. So, hopefully, this bullshit doesn't do what it's been doing. So, let me bring the video up.
Jonathan Majors was found guilty by a New York jury today. The 34-year-old Creed 3 actor has been convicted of assaulting and harassing his former girlfriend. The charges stem from a fight between the couple in the back of a car last March when the victim alleges Majors attacked her and broke her finger. This verdict has put Majors' blooming career on hold. He was previously set to star in the next phase of the Marvel movie universe until he was facing these charges. His sentencing will take place in February.
All right. So, he's been found guilty. So, CBS News is where I got this article from. Quick article. Actor Jonathan Majors found guilty on 2 charges. So, let me bring this back up. So, a Manhattan jury on Monday found actor Jonathan Majors guilty of assaulting and harassing his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. So, there's Grace. Jurors deliberated for about 6 hours over a span of 3 days and pored over clashing narratives about what happened inside and outside an SUV on Canal Street on the night of March 25th, 2023. The jury sent several notes requesting to rewatch video evidence and have charges clarified and testimony read back before finding Majors guilty on 2 of the 4 charges. In the end, they determined. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be reading up here. I'm so used to looking down. Where am I at? Let me find 25th of 4 charges. In the end, they determined Majors recklessly but intentionally injured Jabari and harassed her outside the SUV after the altercation. Now, that's some bullshit. Because we watched the video last week, and it shows that the man was running from her. The man was running for his goddamn life. Like, I ain't never seen somebody run from somebody. Like this motherfucker ran. This motherfucker ran for 6 blocks. 6 New York blocks. But he's guilty? How? This is crazy. But they found him guilty somehow. They found him guilty, and his sentencing comes in February, of which he could possibly spend a year in jail. But I feel like for some reason, now this is New York City. This is a Democratic city. All right. So when you see this, when you see the states in their colors, think the cities that are in these states, such as Baltimore. Baltimore here in Maryland is blue. So that which, since they have a large concentrated population, you know what I'm saying? So that allows the entire state to become blue because they have the largest population in the state. So, such as New York City as well, they have the largest population in the state of New York, next to Buffalo and Albany, and there's another city in New York. It's not ringing a bell right now, though. But anyway, but this man purposely got the hell away from her. But I did say last week when he was pulling away from her and he picked her up and put her in the car, I said last week, that can be considered assault because although he's not harming her, she could have hit her head when he lifted her up and tried to put her in the car. She could have hit her head on the frame of the door or whatever, or the opening of the door. So it's a possibility that's what they looked at. Also, it's a possibility that when she was laying half naked in his closet, of which I made the joke that he had a dead white woman in his closet, how the fuck was he going to tell the police what the fuck was going on? But like, it's for the jury, and they said the jury of all 8 out of 9 people were white, and it was one elder black lady that was on that jury. And I believe they when the news saw her, they asked, how did you guys come to this this verdict? Did you vote yes? And they said that she said yes and put her head down in shame, because that shows that she didn't even feel like he did it. But if you look at it, we're kind of in the times that we were in back in the 1960s now. All that racial tension back in the 40s to the 60s, we're in that time now. Like, if you go on any social media when it comes to race, it's always white against black. It's always black against Hispanic. It's always black against Caribbean or African. It's always some race against some race because one race doesn't agree with what the other race has to say about a situation that has happened in the news. Like, I can't fathom what he's going through. But these are misdemeanor charges. Most misdemeanor charges don't hold jail time. Now, they could look at this as domestic violence, though, because the driver that was in the car that didn't speak a lick of English, he had a translator the entire time. He said that he couldn't see anything, but he feels as though that Grace was the aggressor in the whole thing. So what I'm not understanding is he can get up to a year in prison. Now, judging that this is probably his first offense, he might get over with they'll probably give him like 100 and some odd hours of community service, and he might have to go to an anger management course. I'm only saying that because I had to go through that. But this is New York. I don't know New York law or how they view things like that, like the domestic violence and stuff like that. So it could be a possibility that he could get off, but it also could be a possibility that he could spend that year in Rikers. So who knows, man? Who knows? Now, do I have any more pictures for this? I don't believe I do. Okay, that's the next. So let me finish this article. Where was I in this illustrious article I was reading? In the end, they determined Majors recklessly but not intentionally injured Jabari and harassed her outside the SUV after the altercation, of which he was running for his life. Majors sat emotionless in court as the verdict was read. His family stayed silent after the verdict was handed down. Majors, 34, is known for roles in Creed 3 and Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. After the verdict, which this is fucked up, Marvel, the studio, would be moving forward with Majors. Prosecutors said Majors assaulted Jabari after he saw a romantic text from another woman on the phone and grabbed it. Jurors saw photos of what doctors confirmed were Jabari's broken finger and lacerated ear. But that's true. But we also got to look at how she just met some random strangers while the altercation was going on. She's outside of some apartment building or whatever, and they're asking her what's going on, like what, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend, no audio, I'm just thinking what could have happened. Me and my boyfriend's fighting, I saw some woman text him and I just want to get to the bottom of it. And then they say, well, we're about to go to a bar, like, you want to come with us? And then you see Jonathan Majors walk past and she's like, can we talk about this? Like, what's going on? And he's like, I don't want nothing to do with this right now. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. So Majors gets himself a hotel for the night to separate himself from the situation. She goes out with some random strangers, and he then finds her in his closet, half naked, coming off of a drunken stupor, and he doesn't understand what the fuck's going on. So he had to call the police because he didn't know what was going on with her. He didn't know if she was hurt, if something was wrong. Like he was trying to be he was trying to be a good boyfriend, lack of a better term. He was trying to be a good boyfriend, but who knows, man. Let's get to the rest of this. So prosecutor said Majors assaulted Jabari after she saw a romantic text message after. Okay, I said that already. Jabari said Majors inflicted those injuries on her to retrieve his phone, of which they said he twisted her arm and pried her her right middle finger off of his phone. Major's defense said Jabari was the instigator, and the only thing that broke in the back of the SUV was Grace's heart.
Bruh.
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. The defense showed a video of Jabari partying at Lucy's nightclub less than an hour later with strangers she met on the street, and played the 911 call Majors made when he couldn't get in touch with Jabari the next morning. NYPD officers found Jabari inside the closet of their Chelsea apartment, according to officers. She seemed delirious, and she was wearing only a shirt. There was no video evidence inside the SUV. Only testimony of the driver, who described Jabari as the aggressor. They probably found him not being liable because he couldn't speak a lick of English, but I digress. The jury found there was enough evidence to convince Majors or convict Majors on two counts: reckless assault and harassment. That to me only screams community service and anger management. That's what that says to me. That doesn't say a year in jail. But I don't know New York law, like I said. But moving on. The judge set Majors sentencing for February 6th and issued a new order of protection, barring him from any contact with the ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. But they're broken up. Why would he get in contact with her? Like, that's silly. You see his girlfriend that he's with every day, of which I said last week, what's her name? Megan Good could possibly be the woman that was texting him that night, but we don't know that. He faces up to a year in prison. Majors attended each day of the trial, but did not take the stand because he's not guilty. Anyway, that concludes the real quick moment that was long as hell, but let's get into these random topics of the week. And the random topics of the week overview is Senate staffer fired after sex tape leak. You heard that right, sex tape leak. And federal judge motions for Epstein list to be released January 1st. So, let's get it. Okay, before we get into any of this, I don't have any video or pictures that coincide with this article. I don't have it, none of that. I wasn't having none of that. All right, plus I'm not trying to be taken off of YouTube, but I do have a video, a quick video, that basically talks about what happened the night of. So let me let's get into it.
To attend, the United States Senate is being rocked by a sex scandal. U.S. Capitol Police are investigating after a sex tape was online. It showed two men engaged in sex acts inside room 216 of the Hare Senate office building. That's a famous hearing room where U.S. senators have grilled high-profile presidential nominees, including Supreme Court justices. It's unclear if the tape will be considered criminal conduct, but it may have violated Senate ethics rules. Ethics.
All right. So they was getting a freak on in the goddamn Senate hearing room. All right. So I get this from Business Insider. Senator announces staffer no longer works for him following the emergence of an X-rated video. All right. So let's do this. The office of Senator Ben Cardin, Maryland, of Maryland, has announced the staffer accused of filming himself having sex in a congressional hearing room no longer works for him. Works for the senator. A video published by the Daily Caller on Friday showed what it described as a congressional staffer having sex with an unknown man. Oh, that nigga works there. That's all I gotta say. That motherfucker works there. Hold on, let me bring this up so I can do a good transition. So, the staffer was later identified by conservative media as Aiden. I want to say it's Massey or Massey. Aiden, I'm going to say Massey. It's probably Massey. Aiden Massey, and I'm not even going to try and say his last name, but I will spell it. Czeropski. Zeropisky. 24, an aide for or of Democratic Senator Ben Cardin. Cardin's office told Politico on Saturday Aiden is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. Capitol Police told CNN they could not confirm details about the video, but are aware and are looking into this. The post on LinkedIn, Aiden Czeropski appeared to address the situation without mentioning the video. This has been a difficult time for me as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda.
Bruh.
You was attacked? No, somebody was attacking you, goddammit.
Pause, nigga.
From behind.
Pause, nigga.
You was being attacked from behind, my friend. Your Senate doors was being open to the public.
Pause, nigga.
On video.
Bruh.
But I'm just saying, like, come on, yo. How you gonna sit here and try to lie to us? Anyway, let's move forward. Let's see. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace.
Bruh.
You did what you did and it's on videotape. Like, I don't understand none of this. Anyway. Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are, fabricated, and I will be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters, he said. I don't think that's something that you want to do, like, at all, because there's videotape. I haven't seen it, and I'm not saying that y'all should go see it. All I'm saying is that there's videotape. The videotape of what I heard, because when it was plastered all over Twitter, once I heard it was on Twitter, I made sure I spent 2 days away from Twitter because I didn't want to see none of that shit. So, with that being said, how in the hell are you going to try and take legal action if on videotape it shows one of the famous rooms that various congressmen, judges, people from corporate America who that get questioned by the Senate. How in the hell are you going to sit there and say, I'm going to try and take legal action because I have been, what'd he say? Because of something that was fabricated. No, the only thing that was being fabricated was your goddamn backside.
Bruh.
I'm not going to say with what. Use your imagination. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, moving forward. Let's see. Recently, what's that word? Am I still on the same side? Okay. Recently ousted former Congressman George Santos, who is also gay, plot thickens, weighed in on the subject in the post on X. Having sex in a United States government building and filming it is a reason you got heat, he wrote. No, Senator Santos. He was in heat. he was in heat. Then he got plastered. Pause.
Pause, nigga.
Just saying. You being gay and having gay sex, nobody gives a rat's ass. Business Insider has not immediately verified the video. BI has contacted Capitol Police. Business Insider has contacted Capitol Police, Senator Ben Cardin and Aiden Czeropski for comment. The room where the video was filmed has borne. Hold on. Okay, has borne witness. Was that supposed to be bear witness? Anyway, has borne witness to several notable moments in the history of, including the former FBI director, James Comey, and testimony about Donald Trump in 2016 and the 9/11 Commission hearings. So, okay. Whew, almost said something. Almost said something, but let me calm down. So, and we see this a lot when it comes to these leftists. They tried to downplay what they did to make it seem like they're the victim, right? In the video of what was spoken of what I've heard from various podcasters, from either them posting it or them talking about people posting it, there was gay sex being made in the Senate hearing room. There was two men, Aiden and an unknown assailant. So if all those three ingredients doesn't scream some sort of legal issue or whatever, like I don't understand. Like, where do you get that? Where do you get that you're going to get off on any? Oh, I don't even know why I said that. How are you going to get off? That was weird. I'm sorry, y'all. that was so weird. What's a better word I can use? How do you think you're going to get away with this? Because it shows that you don't have respect for the very job that you have. It also shows you don't have respect for the United States, because you were engaging in sexual activity with an individual that probably works there. Like, y'all couldn't just go to a bathroom? Gotta remember, everybody, this was done after hours. So maybe he had a big project or something that he...
Pause, nigga.
Maybe he had something that had to be finished that night, and I guess the person who he's in love with stayed after with him, and like you don't have like an office to go to, like you don't have an office at all, that you wanted to sit here and commit these sexual acts. Like, you could very well be placed in front of a Washington, D.C. judge, and the judge will have no sympathy for you. Because who knows what... Okay, so lewd and lascivious activity in a public building, or a government building, sorry. What else? Not reckless endangerment, but reckless. I don't know. Reckless something it would be. What else? He could possibly be looking at like 3 to 5 charges from this. Like, he doesn't understand the magnitude of what he's done. And that's scary that he doesn't know that. Like, he could very well he could very well probably do a year or so in jail for what he's done. And for him not understanding this makes him look like a jackass. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just that's just what it is. But I guess we'll see once all of this gets brought up again, and I'll make sure I bring that to you. So, the last and final topic of the night coming from CBS News. CBS News again. And the title is List of Jeffrey Epstein's Associates Named in Lawsuit must be released, judge rules. So here's a video that is going to state this. Now, I didn't actually watch this video. I caught the shortest one and whatever, so if it doesn't have any talking on it, I'll read what's on the screen. The names of more than 170 of Jeffrey Epstein's possible associates and accusers are set to be released earlier next year after Manhattan federal judge ordered. God damn. Bro, Judge, Jesus Christ. Can I please read it? Unsealed of the trove of court documents. The ruling is tied to the since settled 2015 lawsuit filed by Epstein's accuser, Virginia Giuffre. After convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, who is currently behind bars at a low security federal prison in Florida, she's in Club Fed, basically. The individuals have previously only been identified as Doe, as in John Doe or Jane Doe in various court filings. The names of a handful of Does who were minors will not be released. All right. So, looks like matter of fact, check this out, y'all. So the beginning of this year, and it's wild that I'm close, that the fourth to last show, I'm talking about this again. That's crazy. I think I spoke about this 3 times this year. So, the beginning of this year, I spoke on the Attorney General from the Bahamas, of which I believe Jeffrey Epstein was doing his business with, right? I forgot that lady's name. Let me see if I have it. No, I don't have it. It's in my other it's in my other binder. Yes, it's in my other binder, and I can't reach my other binder right now. Yeah. It's in my other binder. I forgot the lady's name, but she really wanted to try this shit, and like JP Morgan Chase, they weren't trying to have anything to do with it because it dealt with the money that Jeffrey Epstein was getting. So she wanted to pull records. Also, the office that she worked at fired her for even trying to even push the lawsuit through. Like, they completely fired her. So that left questions. So I said, if any of this comes out, if anything changes, I'll make sure that I'll come back with something. Believe I spoke about it again, maybe. I can't remember. everything was something short that I shared. And now we're here. So, how about we read this article? A U.S. federal judge ruled on Monday that a list of Jeffrey Epstein. Hold on, let's get his ass on screen. That Jeffrey Epstein, alleged victims and associates, some of whom have been accused of being involved in the disgraced financiers' exploitations and abuse of underage girls, must be unsealed and made public. More than 150 names may be made public as part of a settled civil lawsuit against British associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who was found guilty of conspiring with Epstein to sexually abuse underage girls for at least a decade, brought by Virginia Giuffre. Now, I selected this picture for a reason, because what's his name again? It's not Andrew. What the hell is his name? Damn, I forgot his name, but he's a royal. He's the youngest brother of the king now. All hail the king. That's funny. I started he was brought in by Manhattan Court, and he was tried. I believe he got off, but the what do they call the like, what's the business of the family called? Not the royals. We'll just say the crown. The crown, made him unroyal. I can't remember the terms right now. So basically, he lost his royalship or whatever. But this picture is of Ghislaine, that's all the way in the back, as you can see. Andrew, his name's not Andrew, sorry. Damn, what is this dude's name? Fuck it. We'll just call him Prince Freak. So Prince Freak is shown with Virginia Giuffre with his hand on her hip. Now, that very night of which Virginia depicts that he got very touchy-feely with her. And not only that, he also asked for sexual favors. Now, if that's not disgusting, I don't know what is. But I will say this, that Virginia, I believe she just won a civil lawsuit, or she did win her civil lawsuit, but her and various other girls felt like that they weren't being heard, such as the R. Kelly girls. They felt like that their cries for help weren't being heard. So she basically came up front and basically said, this man R-worded me against my will. And Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein are a part of this, and something else she was saying. I'm paraphrasing everything, but this is this actually happened to this woman. So let's move forward. So where am I at? Virginia Giuffre, who accused Maxwell of recruiting her for abuse. Giuffre has called Maxwell the mastermind behind Epstein's sex trafficking ring. I don't believe she was the mastermind. I believe she was the financier of it all, because Elaine Maxwell's dad is fucking filthy rich over there in the UK. I think he owns like a television station or something like that. So let's see. The list of names could include Epstein's accused co-conspirators, as well as a wide range of people listed in the lawsuit. Giuffre told CBS News in July 2020 that Maxwell had access to very well-known people, including government officials, politicians, and royalty. Judge Loretta, hold on, let's show Judge Loretta. Judge Loretta Preska, I think that's how you say her name, Preska. Judge Loretta Preska set a release date of January 1st, of which everything shut down that day. So January 2nd is when we'll know exactly who the names are, to give the people listed in the court filing enough time to appeal the decision, of which various people who know that their name was on the list have they basically tucked tail and was like, I gotta lawyer up, I gotta get my name off this list because I don't want to be outed. But you're already outed, because if you don't think that we might know who you are, we know who you are. So court found enough time to appeal the decision. It is unclear whose names are on the list, but many of them have already been mentioned in the media, Preska noted in her ruling. Okay, so here's the next part of this, which is short. When will the list of names be released? So, the ruling stated that the list of names will be released public on January 1st, 2024, giving the listed John or Jane Does about 14 days to obtain the publication in their 14 days to object to the publication of their names. The ruling allows any impacted doe the opportunity to appeal, the court documents said. After the window, the appeal closes. The document will be unsealed and posted to the docket, which will become public record. And guess who's gonna get it? Anyway, Judge Preska listed 187 John and Jane Does on the court documents, and ruled many of them should be unsealed in full. Some of those John and Jane Does appear twice. God damn. And others are minors. So it's hard to read this damn thing, y'all. I'm struggling over here. So it's not yet known what the final tally of names release will be. Epstein's associates were named in a settled civil defamation suit filed by Virginia Giuffre in 2015 against Maxwell. The judge detailed the reasoning behind the publication of the names, noting that many had already been mentioned in the media. For others, the substance in question is that this, yeah, this, the substance in question was not salacious and should not be kept sealed. The ruling said some John and Jane Does are minors and possibly impossible victims, and Preska ruled that those names and any identifying information will remain sealed. So we're finally getting what the fuck we want, people. We've been asking and asking for these names to be listed to no avail. No one gave a damn. So we basically said, you know what? If you guys don't give us the names, we'll go search. And they basically was like, hey, we don't want you doing that. You know, we're sorry that you guys had to be put through this, but just give us some time, man. Like we got it. We're gonna make sure these names get out, and long and behold, the names are coming out. So, people, I've had an eventful show today. Lots and lots of mess ups and twists and turns and all that other good stuff. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's been hell trying to deal with this. But I was able to get through it, so cool beans for me. But now I know if I do this again, what I have to do when it comes to getting the right color sets and stuff like that, so I can be able to read this next time. So next time won't be like it was this week. So, or I can finally close this down. Thank God. Cancel. Let's save. And then let's quit. All right, people. How about we get into a summary of what happened? So, spoke on the Kanye West rant, which was crazy within itself. But you know, it's Kanye, so what do we expect? Also spoke on Cassie's friend coming forward and basically stating that everything that was written in the lawsuit Cassie filed is all true. Because she wrote a letter stating that she witnessed a lot of this stuff. So with her testimony, we now know and understand what actually happened to Cassie, and you know, we can also say that it was all true. But let me put this caveat in there. It has been said that Cassie has handed over a burner phone of Kim Porter's, ex of P. Diddy. And I guess Kim had a lot of information regarding Mr. Combs. So I believe before her death, she passed that burner phone to Cassie for safekeeping, just in case she needed to use it. in this legal matter, which he has. But that's just what's being confirmed. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just being rumored of what happened. It's not set in stone. I haven't read any articles that stated that that's happened, so I guess we'll find out. I can finally take this damn prompter down too. So, also, we spoke on the Christian Keys situation and how he said that he was sexually assaulted by various higher ups in the entertainment industry. And he wants people to understand his story and what he's been through and how he wants to be depicted as a straight man. He said that he's straight. He doesn't play that gay shit. And also, time will go on and time will tell when he releases those names. But people are suspecting certain black entertainers of his sexual harassment. Then I got into the guilty verdict of Jonathan Majors. That's sad that he's actually going to be charged for this. But it's par for the course. He's he was a rising star, and I've never seen an ascent and a descent happen so rapidly. Like it's wild. Got into the freak who was doing his freak off in the Senate hearing room, and he feels as though that he needs to take legal action because he feels as though people are slandering his name. No, what was being slandered was that asshole.
Pause, nigga.
But we'll see what happens from there. Also, just spoke about the Jeffrey Epstein list finally being released, but I feel as though it's going to be a bunch of bullshit because there's going to be a lot of people who's going to get their names redacted from it, and we're not going to know who these people are. So, I guess we'll have to see what actually is in the document because that will be a main story. That will be the very first story I do in the new year because we only got 3 more shows left. We got tomorrow's show and next week's 2 shows. So, yeah, people, that was the show, y'all. So we gonna get on out of here. All right, people. Every Friday I do this here live stream. Marcus Speaks Live, the very podcast that gives you trending topics and other random stuff. You can catch me at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday, so don't forget to come and check me out. But I want y'all to come back tomorrow, all right? Around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'll be playing God of War Ragnarok Valhalla again. Hopefully I beat it this time. But it's a fun DLC. The developers, hey, y'all get a round of applause for me because I actually like this DLC. They didn't even do a DLC with the last God of War soft reboot. They didn't do one, but they felt as though, hey, game went well, the community loved it. Let's just give them a gift before Christmas, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. So come and check me out tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I will be here. All right. So please, if you haven't already done it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then once you see the bell, make sure you put that bell on all. All right. And once you do that, I need you to go to the description box. I need for you to go to the Rumble link and follow me on Rumble. My stuff should have updated. I should have all of the shows that I've done on there now, including this one might come up maybe tomorrow, or if not, Sunday, maybe. So hopefully all that stuff is there. I'll do a check to see if they're there. If not, then I'll have to see what the hell I got to do to get them back home. If you ever want to come talk to me, you can. The link is always posted. The number is always posted. So you guys can call and come speak to me. So make sure y'all start utilizing those two tools so y'all can come here and give y'all's 2 cents of what y'all think of what's going on in the world. All right. With that comes rules. Simple. First rule, must be on camera at all times. That means here in the backstage and to the audience. Rule number 2 is, if you don't want to be seen on camera to the audience, you still have to be seen back here on the backstage. There's a question that I always have back here for you guys to answer. It's yes or no. Don't make it a conversation. Make sure you leave your name in your answer so I can further accommodate you from there. And third and final rule is basically just mute all background noise. Go to an excluded spot. Use wired headphones for the best capability of me being able to hear you best. And the only thing left that I have for you guys is like this video, subscribe if you're new here, hit that bell icon, or comment in the comment section once this video is done. And please share this video to your social medias, friends and family, and whoever else that you love. People, got one more last thing is some words of wisdom. Please focus on getting to the money because we all know money makes the world go around, as well as please drink more water for health purposes. Mineral water at that. All right. Also, please do yourself a favor. Mind your own goddamn business. All right. For your mental health. And if you didn't believe a damn thing I said tonight, do your own research. Helps you out in the long run. I've been Marcus. This has been Marcus Speaks. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. I thank y'all for watching. And I'll check you guys out tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, y'all.